McCain has a problem because he's not telling the truth. So he says, "Oh my God, I can't believe these lobbyist sons of bitches, right? And they're the ones that got us in trouble with Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae, for example." Well, here's the problem. Rick Davis is the campaign manager for John McCain. Rick Davis took $2 million from Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae to do lobbying for them. Now, it gets worse. Basically, insiders at those organizations say that Rick Davis did nothing. And you say, my God, man, what are you going to pay him, $30,000 a month? They paid his firm $35,000 and him personally $30,000 a month for 5 years. Imagine being paid $30,000 a month for 5 years to do nothing? Now, these people aren't suckers. Why would they give him basically $2 million for nothing, right? Well, here is what a Fannie Mae insider says. In fact, former spokesperson for Fannie Mae. The value that he brought to the relationship was the closeness to Senator McCain and the possibility that Senator McCain was going to run for president again. In other words, with that $2 million, they were buying access to Senator McCain. And if Senator McCain becomes president, then they're sitting pretty. Because then they get to say, hey, deregulate everything and give us what we want. That was the plan of Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. And they set up a home ownership alliance that was funded almost exclusively by them, and they put Rick Davis in charge of it. Now, when asked about that, the McCain campaign says, oh, no, what are you talking about, home ownership alliance? We did that in conjunction with the Urban League and Habitat for Humanity, and I'll give you a quote. They said, it's not controversial to promote home ownership and minority home ownership. Oh, so wait a minute. Before, we have Fox News blaming minorities for getting us into this mess. Now we got the McCain people saying, no, we were just trying to help minorities buy their houses. By the way, quick side note here. Remember, President Bush and the Republicans have been, whenever they ask them, hey, what did you ever do for minorities in this country? They say, the ownership society. What are you talking about? We got them into a house. Well, that didn't work out so well, did it? That was the main thing that they were bragging about, that they helped minorities. And here's a quote from Rick Davis back in 2000 when he's getting all that money from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. He says, quote, you can say what you want about free market distortions. In other words, through our lobbying, we're distorting the free market, but you can say all you want about it. But people like the system because it gets them into houses cheap. Rick, you think there might be a problem with that one day? Don't worry about it. So, who's responsible for this? I tell you what, man. If Rick Davis isn't one of the top guys on the list for people who are responsible, then, I don't know who is, because here's the guy who actually pushed for the deregulation to make sure there was no oversight and no accountability, and it blew up in our hands, and he is the campaign manager for John McCain. It doesn't get any worse than that.